So before we get this started, we start diving in too far in Len words, I got a question for you.
Okay.
This question is to lead up to something I want to talk about, but I'm going to ask you first.
Okay.
When it's over here, Doug, and it's time for you to go to the upper room, do you have any things that you want? Like, do you know if you want to be buried? Do you want to be cremated? You want to be shot out of a rocket with Elon Musk? You have any, I wouldn't call them suggestions. What would they be called?
Like
Last wishes.
last
Do you have
wishes,
any final wishes, Len words?
damn, that's a little morbid that you have.
A little bit, bro, but I'm just, this is
what
to
you
lead
got,
up
what
to
you got
something.
planned for after this?
Hey.
Okay, it's most of the time that I've thought about that, and I don't know that I'm still here, but I may have settled on this Viking funeral.
Bro.
Yes.
Hey, that's actually low-key kind of fire, dog.
Literally fire.
I mean,
Yeah.
arrow, boat,
Out to sea.
everybody
and they
watching. Can I be the
So
archer?
they're shooting the arrows at the boat as it's
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what they do.
you ain't
They,
never
like,
seen
set
a
you-
Viking
yeah.
burial
They
jam?
wrap you
I
up.
haven't,
They
Well,
wrap.
according to Len words, we're gonna witness one.
I wasn't around during the Viking era, dog.
Neither was I, but I think it just I just think it's
Bro, they
poetic.
wrap
I think
you
it's
in.
poetic.
Yeah, well, man, I mean, compared to embalming fluid and turning it into like
Somebody just scraping your innards out.
a monetized situation.
Yeah.
Like, so they wrap you up in like a sheet. They put you in a boat. They kick the boat off. They get the archer. Flames.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
You just
you
dip.
just burn out.
I've seen other cultures where they actually dig the bodies back up. Have you seen that?
Hold up.
They'll dig the
What?
They'll dig like the
Kinda
dead people back up.
necrophilia-
Hey.
It's
you
in
going
this-
too far, Jay.
No, I'm telling you, bro. It's,
Well,
it's
okay,
on
what do they
this,
do? They dig them up, but what do they? Why?
bro? All right, so it was this. It's called. There was this show called One Strange Rock that Will Smith narrates, right?
Okay.
And it's like they do go through a bunch of shit, outer space, all kinds of stuff. But this one episode, they're talking about cultures, bro, and they dig up their dead, right? And so
Okay.
they'll take like their bodies out, and they're in like their clothes, and like some people will put like cigarettes in their mouth. They'll put like money in their pockets and like
Yeah.
money in their hands.
Yeah.
What
Because
the
they never had,
fuck?
bro.
Yeah.
And then you see like the footage, bro, and you see the kids,
Uh-huh.
bro. The kids are fucking traumatized.
Well,
Fuck,
really?
yeah, bro. They're like so traumatized. They're scared as fuck. But like that's how some of these cultures are like
Yeah.
praising their.
What do they
their
dig them up like on the anniversary or like their
Yeah.
birthday or some shit?
Yeah, they'll-
bro.
they'll
And
dig
then,
'em
they
up.
just prop them up at their favorite.
What?
They literally,
Speakeasy?
they'll literally prop the body up, dog, and it's
Somebody's
like
just
standing
back
there,
there
like,
just-
leaning back. Yeah, and exactly, bro.
What's
and
that? What's that country song?
What is it?
Prop me up beside the jukebox if I die.
Never.
Why you asking?
Come
me
on,
that?
bro.
Well,
I
right,
want-
exactly. Why are you asking me
What do you
what's
say?
that
He goes,
country song?
I wanna go to heaven, but I don't wanna go tonight. Come on, Len Words.
I ain't that
Hey,
deep
that's
into that
country,
culture.
dog. Come on,
I
bruh.
fucks with the country, man, but not that tough.
Some
Now,
of
you
it's a
wanna-
little much.
You want to slow dance to Neon Moon?
Hey,
Holla at me.
this came out around the same time.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay. But that's what it reminded me of. That's
Crazy. Yeah?
Listen, I ain't disrespecting nobody's culture, but that is definitely traumatizing. Because as the time moves on, there has to be a limit here, right? When grandpa's face is off, probably time to leave him in the hole, dog.
Yeah, bro. It's
That's
crazy.
that's insane,
I've
dog.
never heard that.
So you're on the Viking, you're off the Viking
I'm
idea.
still with it. I think I'm still with it. I think that would be dope. Like just at sunset, light you up, and then as the sun's going down over the sea, I'm just drifting out toward that.
Drifting out towards Tingley Beach.
What's that?
Throw the bird.
Oh, shit.
Throw the duck pond.
Hey. For me, it's gonna have to be the Rio Grande, dog. You're gonna have to put me in that motherfucker. There goes Johnny. Shoot the arrow off of I-40, dog, at the bridge.
Yeah.
But I mean, so you're still intact because you know there is some cultures that believe that you don't enter the upper room if your body's not intact.
Right.
I don't feel like that's as important as we think it is, because our earthly realm here, our soul does not look like us. I don't know for a fact, but I feel like I'm not going to get to where we're going and recognize my people by their face.
Correct.
I'm
would
going to
agree with that.
recognize my people by our soul attachments
Right.
that we've had here and probably for millennia before.
Right.
That's what I think.
Yeah.
So I don't really think about it that much either, to be honest. I don't think it's as important as people think it is.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
I do.
Because, you know, the whole funeral business is a business.
No doubt.
And it's only really been around like it is now for like the past 120 years.
Man, that reminds me. Somebody just told me not too long ago that they had to pass a law that requires funeral homes to quote actual prices over the phone. So when you call them and you need a price, they can't like just be like, well, just come on down, like a used car. Just
Oh,
like,
yeah.
come on down and we're
gonna show
we'll
you.
show you what we got. And then, yeah, because they always upsell people to make it so like costly to the point, but they got to get you there physically when you're in grief, and then
Yeah.
they can kind of play on your emotions and stuff. But if you just calling around like for a plumber or an electrician,
They got to quote you.
they'll quote you. So now funeral parlors got to do the same thing.
You mean your grandpa like Cadillacs? Oh, well, we got this brand new mahogany
I got the
with a
Cadillac
caddy
of
symbol on
casket.
this motherfucker. We got the symbol, the Cadillac symbol on it, right? We could put some speakers inside the casket.
Yeah.
Final ride.
Yeah.
Because those type of things are more for the people left here
Right.
versus the deceased.
And like you're saying, it's a business, bro. It's like how much of a burden are you trying to leave for your family too? Like a $10,000 motherfucking funeral, bro. What good does that do, dog?
Right.
Like that takes
Go on vacation.
money out of your kids, like what they can do out of their college fund, whatever the fuck they
Shit,
need, bro.
fuck a college fund. Take that 10K, go to the Bahamas.
There you go.
Get yourself,
There you go.
have Jay, Pops, and Chad build me a little boat.
Yeah.
And we going out Viking style, bro.
Yep. Let's do
Someone learn some archery.
it. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Get Johnny on that Assassin's Creed.
I'm saying.
Learn it.
Yeah.
My I'm like Hawkeye from the Avengers. Len words.
Stop. I don't
I roller skate with my bow and arrow to the ice skating rink, and I hit a hole in one.
Oh my god.
Bullseye.
Whatever. I don't think you could.
I can shoot an arrow through an
I
arrow.
don't think you could fire an arrow.
I know I can. I've done it before.
Have you really?
Bro, you ain't played Assassin's Creed?
No. See, that's what I just said. No.
Hey, I lived in San Fidel for so long, I can.
you
Not
can.
saying I can good anymore,
Not with
or
a
I
cross.
wasn't.
Not with a crossbow. With
No,
like
I
an
ain't,
actual.
I ain't Daryl Dixon.
Okay.
I'm Johnny motherfucking James Len words, right? That shit's it's pull back.
Yeah.
You know
Okay.
what I mean? We going OG style.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not that cheating way
Okay.
with the crossbow. Shit.
Automatic bow.
Hey, I'm gonna get better about it too because now I know your final wishes.
I need that.
I'm gonna be the archer, dog,
Thanks. Don't.
and I'm gonna go from far away.
He's gonna try to kill me just so he could do it. He's like, no, he wanted this.
Len words. How you feeling,
He
bro?
wanted this, Leonard. He wanted
This
this.
is vlog content,
Hey,
network.
that cough kind of crazy.
Right.
Like, you good? You good, bro? You sure? I'm at the archery range right now, dog. You sure? You good?
Let me know. I'm
So-
ready.
The reason I brought that up is because Juice WRLD's ex is on OF, only schmans, only stands, out here selling his clothes, his dirty laundry on her OF page, saying that she's struggling, she really needs the money. Bro, that to me, bro, is so disrespectful. So you're supposed to love this
foul.
person, right? Foul. That's a good word. I like that right there, Jay. You hit the nail on the head. Foul. You're supposed to love this person, right? You lose them, you're grieving, obviously, you know, if you really care about this person. How he's a legend in the game, right? He's not just, and even if you were just a regular person, I'm not even, you know, trying to differentiate here, but she knows people are going to be going crazy to get their hands on his goggles he wore in this video,
Yeah.
right? Bro, that's so disrespectful to me and so gross. What the fuck's wrong with that bitch?
Really? Okay. I don't feel like that attached to like the clothes. Like if you could get the Michael Jackson jacket from the Thriller video.
You're going to get it. Okay. I see where you're going there.
Okay.
She's selling his dreads too, Len words.
Okay, I don't know about that.
Gross. And not only that, if you buy the dreads with a jacket, you get a discount.
She got a combo
But
pack.
she got a combo pack. Dog, that's so fucking crazy.
What's she gonna sell after she runs out of his shit?
I mean, you already know what's next. She's on the
She's
OF
already
page.
got the OF.
She on the OF page.
Who's gonna watch that, dog?
Somebody. 1,000%. She probably didn't even need to do that. If she had the proper marketing, I guarantee there's a market for her.
But who is she? But really, who is she?
I don't even know who she is.
Like,
So-
she doesn't sing. Like, what
no,
does she?
she's Juice WRLD's
Does she
girlfriend.
add value to this world?
Oh, there goes Dom. Hold on. Dom's
I
got
was
the
like,
mic.
who the fuck is
It's your conscience, Jay. Dom, what's up? Okay, Dom, this is Dom's generation. Give us some insight here, Dom. Who the fuck is this broad? Where was she? How'd they know each other? What service does she provide?
So Juice WRLD said, like in a song before he died, that his girlfriend used to be the plug. So they met. She used to sell drugs like Percocets and lean and stuff.
Okay.
So she going back to the dope game?
All right. She's probably going to make more money on OF.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Probably, but geez. So she was a bad influence all around anyway.
Sounds like it might. And it's crazy because
That's awful.
anybody that was kind of paying attention, you kind of seen a shit. Like, I know Juice WRLD was fucked up and he was strung out and he was obviously doing what he shouldn't have been doing, right?
Yeah.
But he even brought her out one time. You know, he's got that one song, All Girls Are the Same. He said that she shifted his perspective on the lyrics on that song. He didn't feel that way anymore.
Really? She was different.
Wonder what he's thinking now.
Right.
Like, that's, dog, that some of that stuff, bro, that's private, bro.
Yeah.
I couldn't imagine somebody selling my fucking toenail clippings when I pass away. What the fuck?
Could we just take your beard off?
And here's Johnny's beard. My beard hair. Unless previously agreed upon here. Like, if we sat down and I was like, look, guys, when I go, they're gonna want this beard. Right? Let's keep it intact. And y'all can sell it. We'll get it in an epoxy frame,
There you
right?
go.
Perfectly exactly how it was. We'll throw some spectacles over it. Boom, sell it. If I unless previously discussed, I guess that's part of why I brought up and asking you that.
Yeah.
I find it very hard to believe these were his last wishes.
Right,
For his
exactly.
woman.
For sure.
I want you to get an OF.
Yeah.
Get out here,
You don't-
start showing your booty hole.
The most pimpin'est
Yeah.
website of all time.
Of all time, and then sell my stuff
Yeah.
online. That's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
Like Supreme, like Louis Vuitton hoodies that go for like almost like 15,000 for 5,000.
Cheap.
Really?
She doing bad, bro. It is disrespectful.
Oh, really?
Super
So she ain't even
disrespectful.
pricing it
He's
right.
all mad about the fucking clothes, but not even about like the dress. That's so disrespectful. The Louis Vuitton.
He's like, but the, he's like,
let's add this to the
down
mix.
bottom, yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah, I don't know, dog.
If you
Like,
bought that dirtbag life.
so you probably should have some final wishes
Yeah.
in writing,
Yeah.
especially if you're a public figure like that, because you know people are gonna be trying to chase that bag.
And he was young though, so he wasn't like
He wasn't thinking about
I
it.
gotta
Nah.
get a will.
He
You know
knew
what I'm
he was
saying? Like,
he it seemed like he always knew his light was gonna burn bright, but not for very long.
not for long.
Right?
And that's sad, bro, because we talked about this, but he grew up like on antidepressants, bro, and like from like what 6 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, he's always been. I don't even know the word, but he's always been like.
I mean,
dirty like
he's
that.
always been addicted.
Yes,
Yeah.
For sure.
Yes. And
Since he
so-
was at like elementary school.
Before his
Yeah.
brain had even properly developed.
Right.
Yes, bro.
They say as men, our brain don't stop developing till what, like 21, 22, something like that.
Oh, I don't know.
That's like I don't quote me, boy. I ain't said shit, but I know it's farther than you think.
Yeah.
That's why they say some people, when they start smoking weed at an early age, they can experience psychosis in their 20s because their brains aren't fully developed when they start inducing cannabinoids to the system, right? I've been smoking since I was 13, and I'm crazier than a motherfucker, so I don't know if it correlates here. But they say our brains don't stop aren't done. Like, I mean, obviously we're always taking in knowledge, and
I
our
was
brains
about
are
to
probably
say, yeah.
always developing in a way, right? But like the final form before you add the rest of the knowledge of life,
Gotcha.
is like in your 20s.
Oh, okay.
So if you're taking prescription medication
Oh, yeah.
at 6
Yeah.
constantly, brother, have you seen somebody kick ADHD medication? Ain't a pretty sight.
No, I
You've seen somebody kick opioids? Even uglier sight.
I've heard tell.
Even uglier sight. That shit hurts. And you do not want to stop, because the only way for it to stop is for you to take more.
Yeah.
So when you hit that threshold of like, I can't do this, that's why people stay fucking strung out. A kid that young taking those kind of prescription meds is definitely going to do some damage.
Oh yeah.
There's no way around it.
Oh yeah. That's wild. That's wild.
So so I guess
That's a-
we started on some sad
yeah,
shit,
Sad shit.
but I just wanted to just kind of think about it, because even if you're not a public figure, you should probably have something, some kind of plan, some kind of direction you want to go with this. And especially even if it's taking the burden off of your familia.
See, that's the benefit. Like, cause for me, like personally, I don't think much about like that part of it. I'm more interested in my experience of the death experience. You know, like I plan for that situation.
So you
I
mean,
think about,
so to hold, just to clarify,
yeah.
you want to be as aware as possible throughout the process of coming from here to the upper
transition.
room.
Yeah. I want to be
That
aware
next round.
in the transition. Yeah, because I personally, I don't think that you just like everything goes dark like The Sopranos.
You don't think so?
No, I heard a woman. Oh man, I wish I could remember her name, but she was in a coma, and she was talking about like how her consciousness like separated from her body, but it was still like attached. So she was, although she was like still conscious, like in her mind had expanded outside of her body. So her awareness was bigger than her body, where our awareness is just confined to this physical form.
These dimensions.
Correct. So that, when I heard her talking about that and how she came back and, you know, came out of the coma and everything, ever since I heard that, I was like, well, shoot, man, like I'm trying to like stay aware. Like I'm trying to stay
long as
awake.
possible.
Yeah, exactly. So long into the future, when that day comes, I want to stay aware so I can transition consciously versus being afraid, you know, like, you know, like all that stuff. Like I don't even know if I'm going into light. I might turn around and go the other way.
Who knows?
Yeah.
You don't really know until you get there, right? That's
Yeah.
one thing we all have in common.
Yeah.
Well, two things.
Yeah.
We all got to
Yeah.
punch that ticket,
Yep.
and none of us really know.
And the Egyptians hate to.
Here we go again. Welcome to the Hippy Dippy Podcast. We're 20 minutes in, and we have went down the rabbit hole. Let's go.
Well, the Egyptians, a lot of the science that's on the walls, in the temple walls, and in the book of Coming Forth by Day, which is known as the Book of the Dead, they're explaining the process of how to chemically change yourself in that process, so you can be aware. As like, and the way I imagine it is like, we're very complex chemically in our minds and our bodies and stuff. So they're basically saying, okay, as you pass on, those chemical compounds get simpler and simpler and simpler and simpler and simpler as you go back to that source and toward that source. So they're saying you can stay and remain conscious and aware. Your mind can remain in that process, and you can direct yourself. So you can die and not come back. You can go to other places. You can not have to cycle back into this, you know.
So it's kind of like a choose your own ending book.
Yeah. And that's like the knowledge that is some of the most well-kept secret type shit out here, because if you think about it, really, if you got all the money in the world, you know, you have no problems, and, you know, you're not worried about anything, what do you really have to deal with except the
Defeating
end?
death.
The end.
Or learning more about it.
Exactly, because you don't necessarily, like, people are trying to like artificially beat death. Oh, I want to live forever. I'm going to, you know, do this.
Transfer
do
my
that,
consciousness over here.
exactly. Yeah. And Thoth could do it. Why can't I? I'm a billionaire.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So there are people out there who are thinking like that, and they're trying anything they can. So they are some of the keepers of that knowledge, and they try to learn that shit because that's what they want for themselves.
Man, it's just, I always come to the same conclusion, dog. Like, I don't want to lose the people I love, but I know
Right.
it's a part of this, right? I don't know if I had the choice to live forever, like in this consciousness, in this body, in this life right now that I have. I don't know if I'd choose it, dog. I really don't, because knowing that there's an expiration date is what makes this special.
Right.
Knowing that one day we're gonna pass on makes life worth living. If we didn't know that, then what's the point of even fucking waking up? I could just waste 20 years because I'm not gonna die anyway, so what the fuck should I get up and live for? 100 years passed, so what? I'm gonna be here forever. Fuck them 100 years. Knowing there's an expiration date makes this special.
Yeah. It forces you to actually give
Live.
a shit. Yeah.
Live in the
Live.
moment and actually appreciate it.
Be alive. Because if being alive isn't for being alive, then why the fuck are we alive? It's pretty simple. Rewind it.
You got to value.
One more thing. You got to value, dog. You know what I mean? And on that note,
Yeah.
you are now tuned in to Respect the Connect. I'm your host, Johnny James. I'm here with a few of my nearest and dearest. Jay, Jason, Jay, Travis in the building. What's poppin', Jay?
Man, just chilling, bro. Enjoying this Sunday.
Chilling.
Appreciating the time I have right now, dog.
Let's go. I like
go.
that. That was
Yeah,
fire,
there you
dog.
go.
Did you prepare that before we got here? Was that just freestyle?
I'm winging it, dog.
That was you winging it, Jerry?
winging it, Jerry.
freestyle.
That was a freestyle. Len Words is in the building. What's cracking, Len Words?
Oh, the crackers are cracking.
The crackers are cracking.
Crackers are cracking.
Yeah. That wasn't prepared either. Y'all on your freestyle. I bring up Juice WRLD. Y'all just freestyling like a motherfucker over here. Production on the other side. How we sounding, Dom? Crispy. Man, you didn't even let me ask, bro. I got to ask you if we're in focus. Oh, hey, well, back up from the mic a little bit because you need to be 2 steps
You want
from
me
the
to, want me
microphone.
to mute this
Man,
motherfucker?
you might need to because
He's talking. I'm 2 steps ahead from.
2 steps ahead.
Manable Lecter on the other side too. What's poppin', Manable Lecter? Yeah, let's get
Yeah.
it. Episode 55, Jay makes some motherfucking noise.
Yes.
Y'all got
yes,
your
yes.
wish. We keep in the intro. Because
Yes.
it is kind of fun to do it, I guess. You know what I'm saying? I kind of like it. I'm with it. Even if it is 35 minutes into the
I know, I was about
podcast.
to say the
Halfway through.
20 minutes.
Podcast almost over. Intro, motherfuckers. For those y'all stuck
Welcome.
around, I appreciate y'all. We're going to jump into, we started morbid. Okay. All right, let's shift it a little bit. Mike Tyson and Jake Paul.
Okay,
Netflix extravaganza.
Yes.
57, 20, how old is he, Dom? 23, 24,
Nah, he's like 26, 27.
26?
Yeah, somewhere
He's
around
not 52.
there. No. Yeah.
Tyson. Okay, so I really do think it's dope what Jake Paul has done to bring attention to boxing. Okay?
Okay.
And if you watch, he can actually box. Okay?
Okay.
Man, he's fighting some old ass motherfuckers, bro. This fool out here, like digging up, like
was wondering
he's
where
from
you're
the
going
culture
with
where
that.
they dig up the dead bodies.
Prop him up in the ring.
He ain't got no young
Yeah.
new
Gives him body
boxers
shots.
to fight.
He does, and he'll
He ain't want to.
probably not want that smoke.
Well, or or is it less of a bag?
That too.
Okay.
Because think about that. Like, if he just aims at, and Floyd's probably telling him this stuff, where it's like, go for the biggest
Payday.
purse.
Oh, yeah.
Every time, and that's
He
just
fought
what he's
Floyd,
looking
didn't
at
he?
it.
No.
Exhibition.
No?
It's the same as the.
Yeah, but they haven't released the rules yet for Tyson. That was
Yeah,
another my
it's
question.
exhibition.
If it's exhibition, that means that Tyson can't really go hammer time on him.
He can.
And I was watching Tyson
want him
train
to.
the other day.
Yeah.
I was actually just about to see.
Dog.
You still don't want that.
Fuck no. That motherfucker will put you in a coma and separate your consciousness
Yeah.
from your body at 57. So if he catches this motherfucker, bro,
Yeah.
he's still Mike motherfucking Tyson.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Scary.
I'm curious to see like how long it'll go.
It'll go whatever it's scheduled for, because it's
you think so?
exhibition. Like, I don't think. I
But
don't
is it
think
though? Because it's on Netflix, so this is different.
Okay.
This is gonna be a little different. I hope.
Oh, was it? Oh,
okay,
that was me.
okay.
I got that wrong.
Same
but okay.
difference.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah. Aren't they twins?
They ain't.
They're not? Okay.
It's just one.
I
like,
see them as that.
But
Okay, I'm
Jake's the
wrong.
one that actually seems. I mean, both of them. I mean, I'm not saying neither of them can fight. Obviously,
Yeah.
it takes huevos just to step in any ring.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Even if it is
It's
got
real-
even if it does got a script
It's
behind it a
real
little
training.
bit.
Yeah. It requires real training.
But I feel like Jake is the more talented fighter
Okay.
than Logan.
Okay.
And this is just, I don't know for sure. I haven't watched all their fights, though. This is just me catching little clips on Instagram and shit.
Gotcha.
I do know Mike Tyson is a motherfucking animal,
For sure.
right?
Yeah.
And if they let it go, I don't think he's lost yet. Maybe he's had a draw. I don't know. I don't know the details here. But man, what a way for that story to come to a conclusion, maybe. To get dropped by Tyson on Netflix. Netflix is live streaming it, dog.
Yeah. Is that the first thing they're doing?
Never have done this
That's what I
before.
thought.
They did.
And it's gonna be free.
They did, I want to say they did like a tennis match or something. They did, but they're getting into live sports.
That's
what?
a whole hell of
A
a
tennis
lot.
match?
Yeah.
I'm just
Yeah.
kidding.
He's like, what? What is that?
Oh, what?
I don't understand.
Don't try to catch me saying some bullshit.
No, Jay's saying he don't fuck with tennis. Jay fucks with creamer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't
Doesn't
like
fuck with
tennis?
marriage or tennis.
He's like, nah.
It's because the bitch that proposed to him was a tennis player,
Really?
and she didn't fuck with creamer.
Bro, how you just gonna throw my business out there?
Hey,
dog?
I ain't, bro. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't.
I ain't. I'm talking to Len words here, bro. We're gonna edit around this, Jay.
Go ahead.
She was a lactose intolerant tennis
bro,
player.
He goes back to that. Okay.
I stay, bro. You guys
I
might
don't
be
even-
freestyling. I
don't
keep
even know
this
what
shit
to
in the
say to this
Rolodex.
shit. I don't even know. I'm just gonna let it go.
Let it happen.
Where are we at? Oh, Netflix.
Yeah.
Netflix.
Live streaming.
That's pretty
Live
dope.
sports. Yeah.
Lives. It's funny. People getting excited, right? We've had live sports our entire lives, right? People are like,
Yeah.
"Oh shit, live sports on
Yeah.
Netflix."
On Netflix, though.
That's what makes it a little different.
Yeah.
It's different just because, like, you wondered what Netflix, well, not everybody wondered, but I wondered because they were sitting on so much cash for so long and their cash flow is insane. What are they doing? And we're in Albuquerque, so we know they're building bigger stages. They're hiring a ton of people. Like, we know that's happening here, but they have locations all over the world. And now they're getting into like, just, we're going to start doing like live sports and all that shit. So it's like ESPN got to watch their ass.
Yes, bro,
CBS
that's crazy.
Sports, like all that stuff. Can you imagine like March Madness on Netflix?
Oh shit. Yeah. I mean, they're gonna go where the bag's at.
Yeah, or Amazon. I think it's on Amazon Prime. Matter of fact, now that I'm talking that,
Well,
like I think it's on.
There's
this
more
year.
options now. Well, look
Yeah.
at wasn't the Super Bowl like, or there was a game? Remember this year where they showed it on Nickelodeon?
Did they really?
Yeah, it was Toy Story. The game was inside Andy's room, and the announcers were the Toy Story characters.
Stop.
No, it wasn't the
lying.
Super Bowl,
That's
but they did do
crazy.
a
What?
Netflix. They did do
I
Nickelodeon
miss
something,
that?
bro. It was sicker than fuck, bro. I'm not
That's
even playing.
wild.
It was the whole game in like it was like in live, like real time, and they were playing in Andy's room, dog.
No way.
That's pretty
and
sick,
it was on
bro.
Nickelodeon or Disney Plus, maybe was streaming it.
No
So,
kidding. Okay.
so the entertainment's
changing,
definitely
yeah.
evolving, bro. It's
Yeah.
giving us more options, right? I seen this shit the other day. It was talking about how I never knew I was gonna have to have 7 streaming services, but first go to Google the movie that I want to watch to see what streaming service it's on to find out I don't have it. All when I could have just bought the fucking DVD.
Yep. Or just rented that shit. Like
It was easier.
It was way fucking easy.
It might have been a little more expensive, but now
Yeah.
is it? Because now
Was
we got
it?
10 streaming
Yeah.
services, all at like
Yeah.
$15 a pop.
You gotta think DVDs were like 19. Well, at first they were like $20, $30.
Yeah.
You know, then they
Shit, I
started.
remember
now
when they
you
were
could get 'em-
60.
Yes.
Oh, when they first came out,
See,
yeah.
when they first came out.
What did they call them?
yeah.
Laser
discs.
discs.
Yep.
You're old, Len
Big
words.
fuckers.
You're getting old, Len words.
I ain't old.
I'm just. What is it called? I'm not old.
Wise.
Okay, I'm wise.
Just, yeah.
No, that's disrespectful.
Seasoned.
Experience.
I'm
Seasoned. That's the word I was
There
looking
it
for.
is.
That's the word I
Seasoned.
was looking for.
Seasoned.
Yeah.
Thank you, Len words. It's like you write books and shit. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
man.
You be good with
Are
words.
you,
Believe it or
yeah,
not.
what are you working on now? You got anything in the works?
Yeah, I do, but I'm not speaking on it publicly.
Okay.
Sometimes you gotta keep.
yeah.
When it comes to art, sometimes you can't speak it until
Wanna
it's
make
close.
Sure you didn't
Yeah.
drop the pen. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, shots fired.
Could never happen.
I'm just making,
It
So
could never happen.
I never. I already knew that.
Yeah.
who you think's gonna win this fight? Let's say it's
think
real. Let's say it's not scripted.
It's
Let's
Tyson.
go off
It's
of.
got to be Tyson. Like I don't care if he's 157. Like he can whoop some ass, man. Like, and I know that guy, like the Paul kid, whoever he is, train as much as he wants. It's still gonna look like Mike Tyson's punch out when he walks into that ring. He's gonna look like Little Mac.
Yes, he is. Hey,
How upset would you be though if
Tyson took a fall?
Took a fall.
I'd be kind of hurt.
I would, I would take that personally. Like that to me is like, then I will be more upset. Then I'll jump into, but why was he doing it in the first place? Like,
8-year-old
I'm
me
immediately get real defensive.
8-year-old me will definitely be a little hurt.
Yeah,
I'll be a little sad, bro, to see Mike Tyson get worked by that little YouTube dude.
Yeah,
man, that'll hurt my feelings a little bit.
yeah.
I really do want to see Tyson one last knockout.
Yeah, bro.
Especially against homie, who's like, let's be real here, love it or hate it, he's the premier boxer in the game.
Yeah.
If you ask just some random motherfucker to name the heavyweight champion right now, I bet you he couldn't do it.
He couldn't do it,
But I
yeah.
bet you he could talk about Jake Paul. Bet you he knows who that is.
They didn't come up through like the boxing organization,
No,
right?
no,
Like, so
he was
he's getting
dancing
all-
around on YouTube and buying and shit.
He's getting all this like opportunity because of like social media
because
and,
he already has an audience.
Yeah.
But again, I'm not saying he's the best boxer in the world,
Right.
but he obviously has some sort of skill
for
set,
sure. He can
Yeah,
fight,
oh, yeah.
for sure.
right? And again, it takes levels to step in that ring.
So who else has he fought?
Man,
He's fought a couple fights.
That's what.
didn't he fight Fury, right?
He fought Tyson
Fought
Fury.
Tyson Fury.
Or is it Wilder?
He,
The other Fury.
oh. Okay.
Again.
Yeah, see. right.
Yeah.
Right. So he's not fighting fighters in their prime. So yeah, if the other fighters aren't taking him seriously, if they're not winning matches, and then like I want Logan Paul or Jake Paul next, like then I don't believe that he's on that radar.
Nah,
as far as that,
they're getting big bags though.
Yeah, of course. Yeah,
What's-
but that's the only thing. That's the only thing, and he doesn't really want to fight those guys anyway. So
And again, you got to give him a little bit of respect too for getting some of these older fighters a bag now too. Because
Yeah.
I'm sure not all of them are Tyson. Like Tyson's got his stuff correct now. He's got his strains. He's got his podcast. Like I'm sure Tyson is good, right?
Yeah.
But again, getting a big ass payday for anybody is the shit.
yeah, getting a few $1 million off rip is great, and I really think right now it's good for boxing because boxing has lost a lot of fans in the last decade. Like MMA has totally taken over boxing, and this is a fight town, and most of the people who fight in
all
town
UFC. It's all
are
MMA.
doing MMA.
For
They're
sure.
not doing.
Yeah.
They're not coming up to be boxers.
No, and we were boxing
There is
town
kind of a
forever.
there is still a boxing scene. Out
Oh,
here,
for
but
sure,
it's-
for sure.
it'll
but
always-
it's,
It's
yeah,
not
but
US
it's not.
as big as the
But it's
UFC.
not as big as what's going on in the UFC. And they just had a fight. What, yesterday?
Yeah, they did. Yeah,
Yesterday or 2 days
homeboy,
ago.
homeboy
Anthony
with
Johnson knocked Ngannou down.
Yep.
Like, what round was that? I just saw.
I just caught pieces of it too.
I
He
just
got him
saw
though.
the clip where he hit him with that right and dropped his ass.
Oh, he hit him straight through.
Yeah.
Bro.
Homie with
I
the-
watched that at Twin Peaks. on
Homie with the
Friday.
braids, that motherfucker could scrap.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
He can throw down, bro.
yeah.
Yeah, he could throw down. But again, see,
A little skinny dude.
yeah,
with
the braids.
color hair.
Yeah,
yeah.
That motherfucker could scrap,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah. He's tiny, but he can whoop ass.
That was a good point actually because think about it. There is still a boxing scene, but if you ask somebody outside of New Mexico, right, about our fighters, they're probably gonna rattle off Diego, Holly, right, Jones,
Yeah.
Condit, all of these fucking legends,
Yeah.
right, and they're all mixed martial arts.
Right.
They'll probably name Tapia.
Right.
Yeah.
As
a
the boxer,
Yeah, and Holly
right?
boxed too, but
Yeah, but they're gonna
but they
associate
know
her
her,
with
for the
fucking knocking
MMA,
Ronda
yeah.
Rousey's head off.
Hell
right?
yeah.
Make some noise. I don't care how long that goes. That's still the shit. When that happened,
so dope,
I
man.
felt all of Burques stand up at the same time. Man, we are fucking levitating in that
Yeah,
moment.
the
bro.
house party we seen it at, bro. We fucking everybody
We
flipped, bro. That whole
lost
living
it.
room. Yeah.
I was ready to punch somebody, bro. I almost kicked a random stranger in the fucking face, bro. Bam, 505, bitch.
Holly knocked her out.
Boom. Yeah. So, I mean, we're a fighting town,
Yeah.
but MMA definitely is the premier.
Yeah.
When as we grew up, boxing
Oh, hell
was in
yeah.
the driver's seat.
And part of that was because of Mike Tyson. So
Oh, yeah.
that's why I'm saying.
Oh, yeah.
It's like,
But then again,
what he's doing now.
Think about before
is good
that.
for that.
Look at the boxers, bro.
Yeah.
Like, man, we bro.
Yeah, we had. Oh man, because I grew up in the D, so we had Hitman Hearns.
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
Like, and yeah, like we had a ton of like just.
And we all knew
Joe
that.
Louis, yeah, yeah.
After Floyd retired, that was pretty much it, dog. As far as like huge superstar, known up and coming boxers,
Yeah.
you have to pay attention, right? If you pay attention, then you know it's the same as it was. But if you're just your average consumer, your average watcher, if you're not paying attention, you're probably not going to know who the welterweight champion is right now.
Right, for sure.
When we were kids, we didn't have to pay attention, and we still knew it because it was everywhere.
Yeah, yeah. You know who the heavyweight champion is? Like even now, most
Yeah.
people probably wouldn't know.
No, and it's because UFC, kind of, pun intended,
Yeah, yeah. And UFC
put a rear naked chokehold on that
Yeah.
motherfucker.
And UFC, I mean, they're killing it because they have so many premier fights going on. Like, I mean, they're in the hundreds of fights. Like, we used to wait months and months and months
For the build up and everything.
Yeah, and they, like, all that. And now it's like, nah, man, they got 8 motherfuckers brawling every other month.
Oh, you remember that? What's that one movie? Remember that, The Great White Hope or The Great White Hype?
Yeah, hell yeah.
That's a good one, bro.
I love that
Yeah, that's a good one,
I
bro.
love that movie.
Homie, it was Don King.
Trying to embarrass me on
He's trying
TV?
to, hey, bro, he gets fat as fuck, bro, puts on all kinds of weight, bro. He's in there training, that shit. That's a classic, bro.
They were so mad at him. Like, bro, you gotta take this serious. I ain't taking this shit
Hey,
serious.
and it was lights
And he
out,
still
dog. He
whipped his
fucking
ass.
rocked him, bro.
Terry Conklin.
That's a good one. Damn, I'm gonna have to go and
Conklin,
rewatch
yeah.
that, dog. I guarantee it's not on any streaming services.
Right.
God
right.
damn
might be,
it.
it might be on Tubi.
Speaking, I just grabbed Tubi, dog.
Shout out.
I watched some
Give us
I watched
a-
Friday the other night, dog.
Watch Matt's movie. I just watched it the other day.
Oh yeah, you said it's
Matt
on there.
Page, yeah.
Okay.
You didn't watch
Cop
the
versus
Benzino
Killers.
movie first.
No.
I'm disappointed, Jay. You're supposed to watch the X-rated shit first. You don't go to Friday. You've seen it 1,000
I don't need to
times.
watch that shit.
I don't need to watch that shit.
Hood flicks only.
Good flicks only. Hey, since you brought up Friday, I guess we should probably start discussing some music before we run out of time here.
Yeah,
Okay.
go ahead.
Jermaine, motherfucking Cole, The Fall Off is supposed to be his last album, which, fuck that. No.
When is it dropping?
He hasn't said yet, but it's. I know it's getting close because we got a glimpse at some music, and since I haven't done no reaction videos on my YouTube channel, I kind of felt, you know what? Let's do a little bit of reaction videos on the fucking pod. Because if we start and stop this shit, and he just leaked this anyway, so it's probably not. It's probably public domain at this point. Hey, Jermaine, J. Cole, we fucks with you, dog. Don't demonetize.
Yes,
Don't demonetize. So he dropped this, and it's kind of like a, I went straight to the song, though. It's kind of like a behind the scenes, right?
Okay.
It's called Might Delete Later,
Okay.
Volume 1, so we're probably going to get
Okay.
more. It's cool because it's shot like VHS, so it looks super old school, and it shows them at the shows, it shows them in the studio, and stuff like that, right? So he's been talking about this being his last album for a while, and then he dropped this.
Okay.
It's called Might Delete Later. We plugged in there, Jay.
Should be good. Try it.
Don't play no ads.
I can't hear myself.
Right.
I can't hear the.
Should be on, bro.
There we go.
Oh, bam.
It wasn't on. It's on now. Okay, Might Delete Later.
Yeah. Turn it all up. Powered up. Powered up. I'm powered up.
Let's go.
Powered up. It's powered up. Yeah, said I was finished, but I want another 2 summers. Hall of Famer hungrier than all the newcomers. Niggas.
Yes, we need another 2 summers.
Bro.
Jermaine, let's go. What do you say? Hall of Famer hungrier than the newcomers?
Yeah.
Let's go.
where they compare, but the truth humbles. If you fuck 112, you couldn't do numbers. Hey, tell the label I got A's all throughout mad. That mean I'm keen on the numbers and I count fast.
Oh.
You know it's money that you owe me, niggas phony, and I'm why Queen Phoenix walk the line. I'm about cash.
Oh! Make some fucking noise right there. We running that back real quick. Let's go.
Hey, tell the label I got A's all throughout mad. That mean I'm keen on the numbers and I count fast. You know it's money that you owe me, niggas phony, and I'm why Queen Phoenix walk the line. I'm
About cash. Let's
Benjamin
go.
Button getting younger as the hours pass. Should do the freshman cover twice. I'm never outclassed.
What?
It's not a rap nigga breathing that could outlast. The fall off is like hole dropping reasonable doubt last. We from
What? What?
Okay. Oh, why would this be his
What?
last album?
Hold
dog?
up.
No.
The fall off is like Hove dropping reasonable doubt last. All right, we running back again. Let's go.
about cash. Benjamin Button getting younger as the hours pass. Should do the freshman cover twice. I'm never outclassed. It's not a rap nigga breathing that could outlast. The fall off is like hole dropping reasonable doubt last. We from the south where we learn all about stashing. When niggas prone to shoot first and run their mouth last. And if you run your mouth, bitch, you going outside. Whole click getting slid on. You a mouse pad.
What? Whole click getting slid on. Use a mouse pad, Jay. Get the fuck out of here, dog.
On
Jermaine.
the low ski. Heard her talking like we
Stay,
paid
bro.
Grossly mistaken, and it's blatant. Crocodile
like how that
tears,
kick-
niggas
that-
know I'm on
the
the
808.
tears.
Yeah, we running back.
I'm the one that niggas
We running back to
learn
the
all
switch.
about stashing. When niggas prone to shoot first and run their mouth last. And if you run your mouth, bitch, you going outside. Whole click getting slid on. You a mouse pad.
Ugh.
I'm the one that niggas fear on the low ski. Heard her talking like we peers, but they
Slapping.
grossly mistaken, and it's blatant. Crocodile tears, niggas know I'm on a tier that they don't see.
What?
Dogs only shed tears and emojis. We in another hemisphere splitting proceeds. How dare a nigga rub his hands on this trophy? I vividly remember who was there. Niggas
Bro.
hit my line when they want
Damn,
something.
bro.
That's a dub, it ain't love if it costs something. Niggas hit my phone up when they need something. I can't recall a time when you gave me something. Chopped off the top, nigga, I achieved something. Drop down, bitch, let me see something. Niggas hit my phone up when they need something. I can't recall a time when you gave me something. March 16 in the fucking team summit. The boys kiss ring when they see the king coming. They know I run things like the police coming.
Bro.
Did he stop it like that?
That's how it stops right there.
That's how it ends?
That's how it ends.
I thought you did that.
No, I didn't. I wouldn't. No. There's no disrespecting Jermaine Cole on my watch, dog. What?
Why? Why would that be his last project, dog?
No, it's not.
Because
He said it.
He wants to get on with acting.
Bro.
Is that what you think?
Nah, I don't know. I have no clue. I have no
Okay.
fucking clue.
Man, nah,
So it,
bro.
bruh, what?
He's
This
got he's got a
motherfucker
Chinese company working on a bicycle that he's
gonna ride around
that he's
New York.
distributing. Yeah.
This dude says the fall off would be like Hove dropping reasonable doubt last.
Yeah,
Okay,
dog.
in the actual documentary, before you get to the song, made me think of you, Jay. For some reason, obviously you're a producer. He's in the studio and he's talking about how sometimes he wants to be producing again, but he's taken so much time off that he's not in that repetition anymore, right? So he's in the studio with like Hit Boy and all these producers that are popping, and they're just the confidence is just plug and play, boom, they're dropping the instruments, bam, 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 and he's like, I remember operating in that confidence as a producer, but I've taken so much time off that I know it's gonna take time for me to get back there.
into that.
Right?
Yeah.
Repetition is key, right? We say that all the time. The moment you take even just a little bit of time off on something, focus on the other direction,
Yeah.
you start getting further and further away from that confidence you had when you were doing it every day. I feel he said, fuck it. I'm gonna make this pen so lethal, I'm gonna fully separate myself as a rapper from my peers, which his peers are Drake and Kendrick, right? You got the three-headed monster right there between those
Well,
three.
see, I think we're leaving out. Like, look at JID, bro. Like, he's a beast too.
That's
He's
true.
next. He's with like Kendrick though.
But do you
know what I'm
think
saying?
they would? He's not in the conversation with Drake, Kendrick, and Cole. I'm saying we pay attention so we know his skill
Well,
set.
that's yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about the way that they're promoted and they're pumped, right? It's been the big three for the past 10 years, right? Give or take.
Yep.
Drake, Cole, Kendrick. And there was a time when they were like, who's the one, you know what I mean? And then Kendrick out here sending shots at everybody and, you know, who's gonna win this fight?
Yeah.
It seems to me now with where Cole is and where Kendrick is and where Drake is, they've decided it's not a fight. We're all on different roads.
Yeah.
We're all on different paths.
I agree with that.
You know what I mean? Because obviously we talked about it, like we all wanted the Drake and Cole record, right? And Cole ate on both of them. And Drake, it seems like, and again, I seen an interview where Cole was even talking about it. Lil Yachty asked him, and he's like, I think Drake, instead of being competitive with me, was more concerned with the song instead of trying to out-rap me. And I could see that. Because it feels like Drake is comfortable. He's set in like he's the biggest superstar out of the three.
Right.
Because, I mean, look,
Yeah.
Cole's first number one was with Drake. He had never, can you believe that? Cole had never had a number one till that song.
No way.
Yeah. That was his first number one record.
Really?
Yeah.
Nah.
Damn.
That's crazy to me. bro.
Crazy. But that's the Drake effect.
Yeah.
He's a fucking superstar.
The Drake effect.
And I feel like Drake has settled in that role. He's cool. He's like, he ain't got to do shit no more. He's the biggest superstar, pop star.
Right.
But
right now.
he's still barred up though. Like his verse. You know, we're comparing him to J. Cole's fucking verse, right? But but like Drake's verse stand alone against anybody else,
For sure.
murks him.
I agree with you. I'm not arguing that Drake can't rap.
I know.
He definitely can.
I'm just saying we're like.
We're comparing, what the comparison is. Yeah, that's why I'm saying these three.
Do you not at this point compare each of them to their own output? Because that's kind of how I look at all of them.
For sure.
Yeah,
I do.
Like, I look at Kendrick. It's like, okay, does the new stuff feel like Section 80?
Yep.
You know,
How does
like,
it compare
that's
to How to
yeah.
Pimp a Butterfly?
Section.
Right, exactly.
Yep.
Like that. Yeah, I go back.
Yeah,
With-
no,
with
that's-
my-
that-
with
Does
my
this
Kendrick
Drake sound
song,
like?
yeah.
Does this Drake sound
Yeah.
like if you're reading this, it's too late,
Yeah.
right? Or is
Exactly.
this Take Care Drake? What is this views? Which one we getting?
Yeah, and
For
Cole
sure.
is the same way.
Like
where it's
Cole, yeah,
is it
you know
role
what I'm saying?
models or is it?
Yeah.
Well, we
like-
had Mr. New Watch.
Yeah.
Is that guy completely gone for real?
But like that track, I appreciated that track for what it was because they're both dope, dog. But like everybody, like we're all comparing, like J. Cole got him, but it's
Yeah.
like I appreciated the fact we got that track or both of them. We got two.
The second
tracks
one
from
was better. I
Yeah,
like the
exactly.
second one was what I wanted as a fan.
But we got it from them.
For
you
sure.
Know what I'm saying?
And now they're on tour too. Like and they're hitting back out again.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I mean they're not.
Yeah, they don't have a problem.
Nah,
With
they're-
it.
yeah.
It's
I
not.
think-
It's not the '90s.
Well, what
all over,
does
like,
Cole say?
we're
He's
not
all,
doing
y'all
that.
act like two legends can't
Yeah,
coexist.
he said back when Drake gave him a watch or something.
Mm-hmm.
And you're talking about middle
Yeah,
child.
yeah. Which man,
Bro.
middle child, man.
Yeah.
Another bro. What? One of my favorite Cole.
My favorite Cole is still Johnny B's Caddy though.
Oh, that shit, bro. That's hey. You know what's crazy? You know what's crazy, dog? When we watched that, when it dropped,
chills.
right? When it dropped, and Benny the Butcher. No, not Benny Benny.
Yeah.
Or was it? No, it's not. That's Benny the Butcher. Yeah, well, I don't know what the fuck
it
I'm
is.
thinking. I was thinking Conway, bro.
Yeah.
When Benny's verse it ended, I was like, oh shit.
Right.
Cole's gonna have to come with it because Benny the Butcher just slayed that shit.
Yeah.
And then Cole just says, hold my beer, dog. Seriously, bro. Because I was like, oh yeah, Benny, that's fucking sick, man. How's Cole gonna outdo that? Man.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah. I love that shit. I love that shit.
I think one of my favorite Cole lyrics, and I'm gonna see if I can hit it, is when he says, as long as the people in that motherfucker love you dearly. When he talks about how the houses, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? There's always gonna be a bad bitch out there on them tours,
Yep.
but you're never gonna be happy till you love yours.
Yep.
That song right there, dog.
Yeah.
Cole, I remember like when he dropped, bro, like when he came out, I was like, what the fuck? This is okay. Hell yeah, we need this now.
Yeah. We love those young wise guys.
See, I think if he leaves, bro, then like Drake, we can't like if Cole leaves, he's like a real part of hip hop of like what could be left
is going away.
And we're gonna be stuck with all this other shit.
Nah, somebody else is gonna jump up and bring that stuff.
Bro, do you guys
back
fuck
to
with
life.
Toby? Have you listened to Toby Nwigwe?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, fuck yeah, bro.
His music's dope as fuck.
Hey, the record that him and Paul Wall got. The
I've
fuck
heard
out
that
of
one.
here.
I've
Hey,
heard that
Toby
one.
brings his whole family out, bro. He's got his wife up there singing with him. She raps too.
Yeah.
They're on the road together. He won't do any shows unless his whole family and his whole crew can pull up.
Nice.
Yeah, Toby the shit.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah, his music's dope.
Yeah.
But I think there'll always be someone that's gonna do that. But
To represent for that.
you gotta have them leaders still around, bro.
Yeah.
You gotta have them ones. And I think Cole, again, they all kind of went in their own little respective directions. Drake, comfortable, I'm the biggest superstar, I'm gonna be that. I can still bar you up, but I don't need to. I'm Drake.
Right.
Do the fuck I want.
I don't need to.
Cole is like, oh yeah, y'all ain't touching me.
Yeah.
I'm completely separating myself as a lyricist and as a rapper. I'm on a whole nother wavelength. So much so, I'm not even gonna produce anymore. I'm gonna focus so much on this pen. Good luck.
Yeah.
And he's there.
I think he's at a point though where he can be able to do both. You know what I'm saying? Like if he has to take a week or two off of like writing, 10 times a day or whatever, and he can get back into making his beats in his studio that he knew, he could kind of get, it'll kind of balance itself out with his new, you know what I'm saying? But again, then you also, there's people that just make beats.
Yeah.
There's people that just mix audio, and then there's
Yeah.
people that do both, which is a producer, and they're all involved.
Yeah.
So there ain't no shame in like handing off to being like, well, look, you really know how to make a motherfucking beat, or you really know how to mix, so I don't need a mix.
That's why though, we always gotta big up Big Crit. Make some fucking
Crit.
noise for
Bro.
Big
Yeah.
Crit not getting his flowers that he deserves. My brother, everything you just said right there, Big Crit can do alone.
Yep.
You can send him into the studio by himself. He's gonna come out holding them tablets.
Bro,
Nobody else.
he's so
Makes the
he's
beats.
so underrated.
Way
dog.
underrated.
He's so underrated.
Makes the beats, writes the songs, raps the songs, engineers the records, masters the records. He doesn't need anybody in the studio but himself.
Is
Right.
it, bro? Isn't there a track with him, with Crit, J. Cole, and Kendrick? I'm pretty sure there is, bro.
Is there?
Oh,
Look it up.
yeah.
There might be. And if it did, it
Fucking
probably
tell
is.
me what to
Look
do.
it up, bro. Hey, you're the producer, dog. You brought it up.
That's his
That's
job
John.
over there.
Yeah, that's Dom's job over there. He got a
What
mic.
are you doing?
He got a mic. He's over here on Snapchat.
He's
Hey, this dude over here on
TikTok.
Snapchat. This guy
I'll
on
let you do
TikTok. But Crit doesn't get the flowers he deserves. And I feel like there was a time when him and Cole were in that same bracket. They were in the same conversation for a while together because they did similar stuff. Cole was making the record, mixing the record, writing the record, rapping the record.
Yeah.
Same thing with Crit. But I don't know what, like, Crit he just doesn't get the eyes that he definitely deserves.
Yeah.
Because that takes a lot, dog. You're talking about all these different jobs that you have to know how to do. Engineering, my dude,
Oh, yeah.
yikes. Y'all think Photoshop is a nightmare. Yeah. Add audio to that motherfucker, and there you go.
Yeah.
But so Kendrick, okay? We know where Drake's at. We know where Cole's at. What do you think Kendrick's landed on?
Kendrick to me is a little more of a like esoteric artist type with his rap and with his album concepts and stuff. He's not trying to rap you like just bar.
It's a
He's
part of a
trying
big
to
story arc.
Yeah, he's trying to evoke a different, like a deeper almost emotion, and he's trying to say something more about, to me, the condition of who he feels he represents in his art versus just coming out with a dope album. Like, I think Kendrick is looking at it in a different, like, it's just a different canvas to him. You know what I'm saying? So he's not trying to just, hit the pop charts. He's not trying to be the most, like the most technically like crazy rapper. However, when you listen to his songs,
He is.
Yeah.
He can do that.
He can,
Yeah.
but it's like Like the song that he did with We Cry Together on his last album. That shit was hard to listen to.
Bro, fuck yeah.
Hard to listen to.
Emotionally,
But
yeah, for sure.
He needed to create that, and that needed to be made and put out there, and people needed to experience that with him. And that's what those other guys aren't doing.
I was listening to that in my backyard while I was like cleaning on the bump box. I was like, damn, I might want to turn this down. My neighbors are probably tripping because it was the day that it dropped. I was like, hey, I put the rake down and I'm just like standing there like, damn, Kendrick really went there.
Yeah, yeah.
Your whole description was dope, bro, because I seen this Instagram reel, and it's like, I think it's done with like a drone because they're on the side of this like apartment, right? And it's like it's him. Then he has his homie, like a homie on the left, and then this like white guy, like his lawyer or something. And he's right sitting in the middle, and his homie's saying in so many words that like shit's tough. But when he gets the bag, it goes so quick, and then like he wants to save and he wants to do this for his family. But like and it's all just like in again so many words. But and then Kendrick, says something to the camera, and then the lawyer's like, well, what you do is you do this and this and this, so that way that money lasts you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then Kendrick, and so like he's like the mediator, bro. And so so then he takes that in and then he tells his homie this. Bro, it's such a dope clip. And what like how you said, he's like the messenger for like the people he represents, bro. And so like that's him in the middle trying to say like, look, this is the legal way. This is the problem my homie's facing. Right. You know what I'm saying? So it was really dope. It kind of made me think of that.
Yeah, and to me, it's a little different because it requires just a little. To me, it's almost like more of suppression of your own ego because, like, you're gonna have a big ego being a big star regardless, and when you're like really, really dope at something like that, you know it. Like no one really has to tell you that you're not. But to take that level of like craftsmanship and say, okay, what am I saying? And am I only speaking for myself or am I speaking for other people? That's that Tupac shit. Like that's that shit that lasts, that connects with an audience like Section 80. Like that type of stuff. I remember it because I remember like feeling like, damn, like this little kid is like spitting, but he's talking about some shit like he's rhyming for his father. You know what I'm saying? Like he's speaking for his family. And like he's speaking for people like
full story arc.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's a movie. Like you put the record in and you're not just listening for singles, right? Yeah. There's singles on there, but it's all a part of one big, huge story. Like I'll never forget when I got to the end of How to Pimp a Butterfly and he's interviewing Pop. I'm like, what? Yeah. Bro, fucking mind was blown, bro. Yeah. So he sits in his own conversation. Yeah, I've always said that. I've always said that about Kendrick. I think the closest Cole has got to kind of doing an album like that was Pray For Me. Right? It reminded me, I was like, okay, this is like some Kendrick kind of, right? He's speaking like in third person, like it's a whole big story.
Right.
Versus just like a collection of records.
Right. And it's not to say that any of those guys can't do any of those things. Like they're all capable of doing what each other does, but when they're in their own pockets, they excel at a certain thing. And Cole, like just straight spitting, I like him better for that.
Oh yeah.
Drake, if I'm gonna play a song that I'm gonna play with my kids and dance to with my mama, that's Drake. For sure. Kendrick, when I'm just like sitting having a drink or smoking and just like really thinking about some deep shit. Yep. That's Kendrick. You know what I'm saying? So they all.
Kendrick's like when I want to read like a book that's going to take me somewhere. It's like when I want to read The Alchemist or something. Right? Yeah. That's like the equivalent of throwing on a Kendrick record.
Yeah.
Right? It's going to
make you think.
Depth and substance and things that you're going to be like, oh, damn, I didn't even realize that.
Yeah, what did he mean by that when he said it that way?
It forces you to do some research.
Yeah.
Man.
I got to look that word up.
Shout out to all three of them. Yeah, for sure. We'll bring it back to Jermaine.
Yeah.
Man, we need more than 2 summers, my dog. Nah, keep man. Going. Keep going.
He'll keep going.
Shout out fucking Cole. That shit was fire. Man, I can't wait for the fall off, and I know it's not the last one.
It ain't a fall off.
No. So before we get out of here, we're gonna get into some crazy shit, fellas.
What's that?
You guys see RFK
Oh.
on the Andrew Shulz podcast?
I did.
I caught a little bit of it, yeah.
You never finish these podcasts, do you?
Dog.
He's like, I watch
If it's
ours.
not the podcast that he's cheating on us with,
Right.
he don't give a fuck
That
about
one,
it.
It's been a while for that one, too.
Oh,
Ooh.
damn, y'all separated?
Y'all still cool?
Hey, what'd they do? They got a little too clingy, huh? They were sending you texts on like Monday. Hey, babe,
No, bro.
Where you at?
What the
it's been a minute. You didn't say good morning to me this morning.
Good morning.
Right.
The good morning text.
Hey, man.
RFK talking about that shit, man.
Man. When they asked him if he thought that the CIA took out his dad and his uncle,
Yeah.
he straight said,
Hell yeah.
hell yeah. For sure they took out my uncle. And I'm about 50% positive they took out my dad.
He threw Harrelson's dad under the bus too. Woody Harrelson's dad.
Bro, he don't give a shit. He's out here spitting, bro.
He letting them know.
It's kind of wild to hear somebody that's in that type of like light talk like that.
Yeah.
I kept wanting to hit Leonard's fucking theory button. Jay. You gotta hit it, bro. You gotta hit it because I couldn't hit it. Oh, I had to double check. That was me testing you a little bit to make sure you knew where it was.
He knows which one it is.
Yes.
He didn't forget.
He just didn't want to. He said, "We ain't having no theories up in this motherfucker." Sorry, Lynn Words.
According to RFK, it ain't no theory.
No,
He
these
said
are
he got receipts.
actual factuals.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think anybody really thought that they weren't involved in the death of JFK.
Yeah, for sure.
To this point.
Yeah. You'd be a damn fool to think that it wasn't that. As ugly as that truth is.
Well, then magic bullets. That magic bullet theory, man,
Bro, that shit make
it don't make no sense.
it makes I can't even say it makes me mad anymore. It saddens me that they spent so much time and so much energy and waste like lying on those on all that shit just to confuse people. Like, yeah, like what the fuck, man? Like I can only imagine. And RFK was saying it, it's like a lot of people were like deathbed confessions, like yo, this really happened, that sort of thing. We don't want your deathbed confessions. We just want you to tell the truth. Like,
What
we're
about
tired
them
of
40
that shit.
years we lost?
Yeah, exactly. Well, y'all would lie, just straight lying to people.
You think they could get away with something like that now?
Yeah, they do it all the time.
That out in the open?
Yeah, because people don't investigate like that anymore. Like, think about the journalists that we had for Watergate. You know?
Yeah.
Like that 3 days of the Condor type shit. Like, we don't have like all that. Have you seen a newspaper recently?
You haven't seen no Bob Barker episodes?
No.
What's a newspaper?
Okay, a newspaper.
Are you talking about physical media?
Yeah. If you buy a newspaper right now and you get just like a regular, like a Friday paper, there are two sections, an A section and a B section. It is this thin and it's $2.
What?
Yes.
Them shits used to be 50 fucking cents.
The Sunday paper is like 4 sections. They have just emaciated the news and all that journalism and all those jobs, all that work. It just doesn't get done anymore. So, yeah, they could do.
So there's less people to hold these motherfuckers accountable.
There's no one left who's like the only people who can hold one another accountable are the people who are in those circles, and the people.
It's
in
just
those
wild,
circles are
dog,
just
because we
down
have
with it.
so many cameras now.
Yeah.
You'd figure it'd be harder to do that type of shit.
Yeah,
when back then you only had like 2 angles and it was grainy.
Cameras are great for watching your ass.
That's not them motherfuckers.
Not the motherfuckers behind the cameras.
So what do you think his actual chances are
of being elected?
Yeah, of acquiring the presidency.
0.
Yeah. Bro, they don't even want to give him protection, bro. Like presidential candidates are supposed to get.
Yeah, they're not giving him any Secret Service protection.
Service
Really?
protection.
Yeah, 0.
Yeah. See,
and
that's
everybody else had theirs,
Yeah,
but except his.
That's see,
It's fucking crazy.
What's he running under? A third party?
He's an
independent.
Yeah. I had a great conversation with my son the other day about. I was explaining to him the difference between democracy and a republic because he didn't know, obviously, because he's a kid. And they teach, we have a democracy here in America. And surprise, we don't. That's not what this is. But that's what gets fed to people. And I got fed the same shit when I
We
was
all
a kid
did.
too. So I explained to him how to know the difference between what's a democracy and what's a republic. And I feel like I did a pretty good job explaining it to him.
What was
like
his
that.
reaction?
Well, at first he was just asking questions, but he totally got it, and he was like, "Well, shit." Like, I mean, he didn't say that, but like I saw that.
But no,
I
he
saw
should have
that
said
look
that
on
because
his
that's how he
face.
probably felt at the time.
Yeah.
Well, shit, what the fuck they've been teaching us then?
Yeah, because he's in the classes now. But like I told him, I was like, I was like, what's the name of your government teacher? I won't put the man's name out, but he was like, Mr. Such and Such. I was like, okay. If he said, hey, you guys all did great on your last test. Good job. Congratulations. We're going to do something special for the class. And we're all going to decide what we're going to do. Cool. I said, now imagine 3/4 of your class is girls, 75%, and 25 is boys. Cool. The girls want to have a pajama day. The boys want to have a pizza party, generally. So the teacher says, okay, you guys can have a pajama day or a pizza party. What are you likely going to have? Just sheer numbers. And he was like, a pajama day. He was like, that already happened to me when I was in the 5th grade. And I was like, damn, okay. He was like, yeah, we already did that. He was like, the girls all wanted to wear pajamas. We don't want to wear pajamas because we, play on the playground.
We want some pizza.
Yeah, we want a pizza day.
Yeah.
They didn't get pizza. They had a pajama day, right? So I said, okay, that's democracy. The teacher gives you 2 options. And just because of the mob mentality, mob rules, majority wins, that's it. And to him, that was correct. And I said, now what's a republic? Ice cream social. Let's say you individually want to have ice cream. And you go to your teacher and say, we all got A's. I earned this just like everybody else.
Yep.
I want to have ice cream. And the teacher says, well, no, it's either pajamas or pizza. We're not doing ice cream. Why would the teacher do that? Because it's less work for the teacher. It's less work for our governors to give us a democracy. Y'all pick A, y'all pick B.
Yep.
We're not giving you C.
Nah.
You don't get ice cream.
Too much work for us.
Yeah.
Too many options for you.
You don't get ice cream. And that's what a republic is if you want ice cream, if you want marbles, if you want bubble gum, whatever, for getting your A on the test, you get to choose personally for you. That's what a republic is. That's what we have. But they don't teach that and they don't preach that. So we only think, oh, it's the orange man or the other guy who's barely awake. And that's it.
Sleepy time.
Yeah. And those are our only options. And that's why you ask, will RFK, does he have a chance? Not in hell, because most people still believe in democracy and think if I vote for RFK, I'm throwing my vote away or whatever. And it's like, no. Like I there's one guy I read a book that he wrote, but he was like, I vote for myself. Every single time, he's like, if I'm a vote, I'm voting for me. He was like, I do a write-in ballot for myself. I put my own fucking name on there. He was like, I don't care who's running.
Imagine that motherfucker actually accidentally won. What the fuck? I'm the goddamn governor. How the fuck did that happen? It's a glitch in the system. Damn, now I gotta govern this place.
But that to me is it speaks to like the reality of what we have here in America and what's so special about this place and what when people complain about we got to make it great again. What they're reaching for is that feeling that we had control over what this is versus being controlled.
100%.
That's exactly what's happening. Is that
I agree.
Our teacher is saying, no, little children, you can have pajama day or you can have a pizza party. And then they make the girls and the boys fight. Yep. And then they hate each other and then we vote.
Then they're on the playground. Yeah.
And then it's just mob rules.
For sure.
Yeah. And that's democracy. That's exactly what it is.
They
one
don't
step
want
away
that.
from communism. Sorry, but that's the truth.
They don't want that third option.
Yeah.
Especially when he out here talking spicy.
No, well, he knows the truth. Like of all people.
But I'm saying
he's close enough to them.
That's spicy as a
oh hell yeah, because
He's not just some random. He's
Yeah.
not just some random fucker on YouTube
Yeah.
talking about flat Earth and shit, right?
Yeah.
This motherfucker has actually done the footwork,
Yeah.
and he's a Kennedy.
Yeah.
That hits a
family
little
unit, another
different,
set.
bro.
Yeah, hell yeah.
That hits a little different, especially in the United States.
Bro, in the comment section of that podcast, people were like, yo, because there were a lot of people from like who aren't going to be voting. They're not from the United States or whatnot. And they were just like, you have no idea how good it feels. There was like someone from, I want to say it was like Argentina, but he was talking about like how we had deposed some leader who was democratically voted in that country. And we went down there and was like, fuck that. We need this United Fruit Company popping. So, and they nationalized their fruit, market or whatever it is. So we went in there and handled business and got our people in and ours. It's not us, but, the Americans came. And for years, these people have lived under this fuckery that goes on because of private business being, supported by a government like that.
Especially that big of a government.
Yeah, exactly. And there were people who were just like, you have no idea how good it feels that somebody who knows can say openly and honestly, yes, this happened. Yes, they did this. This was the actual plan. And that's what happened. Because they got people living in poverty, like truly affected for generations because of these decisions that people have made to just say, hey, our business is more important than you.
Your lives, how you see.
Fuck your freedom.
I didn't know he was such a big part of that Roundup
lawsuit and all that shit. Yeah,
bro, that shit's wild, dog.
Yeah.
That they knew. That shit was gross.
Yeah.
That shit was gonna give you cancer. When he brought up homie that was like the groundskeeper at somewhere.
At some school,
At some school, and he was carrying around on his back.
Yeah.
And he was getting
sores and shit all over his back.
All over his back.
Damn, bro.
He was like,
if
they answered the phone at all.
Yeah. He's all, is it because of the chemical? They're like, oh, no.
Yeah.
But it was all where he was wearing the backpack and the Roundup chemicals were leaking onto him. And he got cancer, lesions.
Yeah, I believe that shit.
That, bro, you know how, dog, still go to Home Depot. What's the number one pumped situation up there? Yeah. Roundup.
Yeah, it's
man,
still on the
you
shelves.
really want to get rid of weeds that bad?
Yeah, you can't pull them off.
Hey, but it only causes cancer in California.
Oh,
dog, not out here.
Right.
All right.
I forgot about that. They have different cancer out there, dog.
That must have been in California,
it was the thought process behind it. You're right. But see, I didn't know he was a big part of that. And another thing that I want to read of his, I haven't had a chance to, but everybody keeps talking about it, is his Real Anthony Fauci book.
Oh, yeah.
I haven't read it, but I've heard
don't
some
get me
crazy.
Spicy
Yeah, my brother, we don't got enough time,
Yeah.
bro. It's almost time for us to get the fuck up out of here.
Hit
That's a
my
whole
button,
nother
though. I got to say.
I'm
just saying.
That's it.
Yeah.
We ain't leaving yet.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
where the fuck was I at before you brought up the fucking...
Oh, you said you wanted to read the Fauci.
There we are. Oh, I knew we skid out a little bit here for a
Doesn't
second.
that name just sound like one of those old Nazis? Like they're gonna Fauci.
Everybody says that book is pretty wild.
Yeah, I can imagine, man.
So that's one I want to read. He brought up a couple of books about his uncle.
Yeah.
That I think I'm gonna throw on the list.
Yeah, and his pops, where they were talking about how his family didn't come for bootleggers and they were actually filmmakers.
Yes,
like
they wanted to skew the whole story.
They were like family filmmakers.
Yeah, they wanted to shift the whole narrative of how they were painting the family.
That's what I'm saying. It's like they spent so much time and energy just like ruining this family's reputation
from the ground up. He even said that a lot of his family, it's like PTSD.
Yeah.
Like they don't want to be involved in this. Yeah, he even said, and there's nothing wrong with that. Like you should have people that don't agree with you. He said, my oldest son thinks I'm a fucking kook.
Yeah.
He thinks I'm the fucking craziest conspiracy theorist there is. So he's like, we go back and forth with each other. And you need that in a society like ours. It's supposed to be like that. Yeah. You're supposed to have these checks and balances.
Supposed to.
You don't want people to just constantly agree with what the fuck you're thinking.
Yeah.
Although I do believe the Viking burial has entered the chat, Ledwards.
Gotta do it.
It has entered the chat. And I think, what do you think, fellas? Is it time to get the fuck up out of here or what?
I think so.
What do you think? On that note, you got anything else to talk about, Jay? Juanita out here still tripping?
Hell no.
You left that bitch.
Why you bringing up old shit?
Hey,
dog? It was such a good day, dog. Now, no, I'm just kidding. No,
I had to end the podcast like a plunger, bringing up old shit. On that note, until next time, respect, connect, peace.